Alright, today I'm going to show you how to contour. Now in part 1, I showed you how to apply foundation and what it looks like when using different brushes. Today I wanted to do a contouring video. Now I've done a contouring video a few years back, but I'm going to give you an update using all organic makeup. So what you want to do is, for your highlighting, right, for the lighter color that will really just pronounce the features that you want to show off, you want to use a shade that's about 2 times lighter, like 2 tones lighter than your skin tone. And for the things that you want to, let's say, darken and get rid of, that you don't want to show, maybe restructure, you're going to use about 2 to 3 shades darker. I don't recommend to do something drastic if you want to do something more natural, but it's up to you. You know, makeup is a playland and it's very personal. So let's get started. Okay, so I chose this one, which is so much lighter, right, the 2 times, and this dark one for the contour. Now when it comes to contouring and highlighting, it can be a little bit confusing because you're like, well, what's a contour, I call it shadowing. So the way you would want to do it, you want to grab a brush that is I would say like a little bit more dense brush, right? And it could even be the magic wand, the small one, the baby. So I'm gonna grab the lighter shade, just pick it up, and I'm gonna go right under the eyes. Also notice that I'm not just gonna go this way, I'm also gonna bring it down just a tad. You see that little triangle? Doesn't have to be the perfect triangle, just look how much light it brought to my face, right? The same thing on this side. Okay. Now I'm also going to go in the center of my nose, like this, right, like kind of draw a little triangle here. You see that? Then go right here, meaning it depends on your face. Okay, so for my face, I'm gonna go from the bottom middle of the ear, so my cheekbone is here, so I want it to be I would say like an inch, maybe a little bit less than an inch under the cheekbone, because I want to really bring up the roundness, kind of make it more contoury. So I'm gonna go from the middle of the ear to about here. You see where the brow ends? So this is kind of your guideline. So I'm gonna go ahead and like draw it down here, right? It's a little bit below the contour line that I'm going to do. Same thing here. Okay. Now, I'm also gonna do it on top of the cupid's bow right here. Just to bring some light. On the chin, okay? Now I'm gonna grab another brush. You have a choice. You can use, well, you can use any brush that works for you, but I like this one and this one. Now, this brush, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna just dip it like this. It's pretty dense, but I really like the effect of it. Now, remember this line that we drew right here? So I'm gonna go right above it and just remember, this is a pretty dark color for me, so I'm gonna use it sparingly, but exactly at the same place I'm stopping. All right, now you're gonna grab Angled Sculptor. You're gonna go in. It's a very flat, nice brush, so you're gonna go in it. Not too strong, because then you just have to work much harder to get rid of, but I'm going to go contour my nose. Now you have to understand your nose. You don't always have to contour the way I contour, so you will have to know what your nose, what you want to achieve. But I'm gonna go right around from about this part of my brow, right? And I'm gonna continue drawing it down. Gonna look in the mirror. Same thing on this side. You see that? And if it looks scary, don't worry, we're gonna blend it out. Okay. Now, I wanna put a little bit more definition under my lip. It will give it an appearance like the lip is a little bit bigger, right? Again, I'm just showing you a technique. It's not something that I do, but I want you to know, like if you have a smaller lip, this is what I do. And then just kind of press it in. You see that? I also like to go in and contour my eyes a little bit. So you see that socket, the eye socket? So I like to go right in there. Like that. Just to give it a little bit more depth. Perfect. In other words, you don't have to follow what I'm doing exactly. You go and look at your face and say, okay, so this is what I need to do here and there. So it doesn't have to be exact. Now, when it comes to your neck and chin, if you have double chin, then what you want to do is grab like this type of fluffy brush, just go right on it and just erase it, basically. Go on your jawline and pick it up, start lifting it. Then you have these two lines here, right? This is your center. And right over here, you want to kind of go down and make sure you blend very well. You don't want to have like two sticks. It kind of gives you a little shadow there. Okay, and I'm not gonna do more than that. Well, actually, maybe I'll do a little bit on the temples just to kind of give it a little something. So I'm gonna go in with a larger brush and just go like around this area into, like, not crazy, but I do like to put a little shadow. And we're gonna start blending after this. All right, so the way you can blend is using whatever brush you want. I like to use this one to blend the dark out. So when you go here, right, the dark one, I'm gonna push it up a little bit and away. Look at this. Go into your hairline. Look at my face. It's so much more like contoured. Look at this. You see that? Now, I'm someone who does not like to have like really harsh lines, so this is really good for me. Do the same thing here. I am really going up and away, like just push it up and away, because I want the darkness to go in like this triangle fashion, right? I don't want it all to go up. I want to go like from here and then kind of push it up. Kind of like when you're doing like a little bit of a lifting effect. Like that. Because remember, we still have the light one too, kind of. And then you can pinch this one or take another brush. I'll just pinch it. And then go over this line. And I kind of go, I'm going to show you, like I'm going onto the line and then I'm kind of pulling it downwards. So pinch it and then just do this. The same thing up here. You're just going to go like this type of motion. See? Same thing here. Beautiful. and in the middle. The same thing with the eyes, just a tad, not crazy. Okay, I'm really happy with this. Let's do the forehead a little over here. Basically what you're trying to do is when you look at the light, right? The way the light hits you, it hits you kind of like make a little heart, right? Little heart like this. And this is really where it hits you, is this area here. It doesn't really hit you anywhere else. So what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna try to bring the light onto my face. I'm gonna come closer so you guys can see. Now, I'm gonna grab another brush and I'm going to blend in the white. So you can use the same brush, just like kind of wipe it off at the color changing brush like this. So you're gonna remove like most of it. It's a really good one. Also great for eyeshadows. You're gonna remove it. And then you see like under your eyes, what you're gonna do is you wanna press it down. You don't wanna go crazy with it. Just remember, what you're gonna do is if you have a lot of color still left, the dark one, because it's really tricky, you're gonna blend it into the light, so you don't really wanna do that. What else you can do is you can take the sponge and then you can go with this color, just blend right here. Just kind of get rid of the line of demarcation. Same thing under your eyes. Just pressing it down. I'm not doing anything else. And then the middle. And then here. Just to kind of... That's it. The light is hitting it. That's enough for me. And then, of course, you're going to go in with your blush. And that's going to be in the next part. So stay tuned for the next one.